walk in an area that's very familiar to me, where I would normally train for my marathons or triathlons that I was participating in at the time. I was coming to the pedestrians crosswalk, and there are signs everywhere to let the drivers know that it was a pedestrian right away. As I came to the crossway, I looked both ways and I continued to walk. There weren't any cars coming at the time. And out of the corner of my eye, I see this car that turns the corner, didn't stop, hit me, and continued driving. I was stunned. I quickly went into a survival mode. I remember thinking, don't fall. You might hit your head, you might break something, hurt something. I remember my body just stiffening up and absorbing the shock from the car. Memories from a traumatic car accident I had been in kept flowing through my mind. There was a witness at the scene who couldn't believe that the man hit me and didn't stop. He kept driving and finally stopped at the top of the hill. While the witness was giving me her information, I was on the phone with a police officer. When I noticed the driver started walking down the hill like if nothing had happened, I told the officer and he said, "I'll be right there." I said to the man, "You hit me and you didn't stop." And he replied, "I thought I hit a dog." And I just said to him, "Even if it had been a dog, you could have stopped." The police came, gathered all the information. He asked if I wanted to go to the hospital. I said no, that I would go the next day to make sure that I was all right. The officer drove me home. And I remember that I just wanted to go home and process what had just happened. And on the way, the police officer said, "I can't believe that you were still standing from the hit." When I got home and had time to process what had happened, I could see how much I had grown. My mind would normally freak out and try to go to what happened in the past and bring it to the future and use that as a reason for not moving forward and regressing to where I was. But I was able to speak to that voice and say, no, I'm not that person anymore. And at that time, I chose and had the attitude that I was going to move forward and not regress to the past.